Rosa Rosales, and I'm one of the librarians at the Mountain View campus at Dallas College, but I'm at the Mountain View campus. And what I'm going to do today is give you a tour of the library's resources. Thank you. Good morning. I want to make sure that you are familiar with the resources that you have available to you through Dallas College online, and I'm going to specifically know that show you how to get to the resources that are going to help you for your assignments. So I'm going to start sharing my screen here. So I can share. Okay. So is everybody seeing the Dallas College main website?
I can see that. So if I can see that, I'm
Great.
sure they can pretty much see
Great.
that.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, so starting off in the main Dallas College site, to get to the library from this main page, you're going to look under that picture banner, and there's a link that says Learning Commons. Okay, the library is now under the area which is called the Learning Commons. So you'll want to click the Learning Commons link, and then you'll get to the Learning Commons landing page, and you scroll down a little bit, and you'll see the areas that make up the Learning Commons: the library, the tutoring centers, the testing, and the computer labs. So I'm going to jump into the library homepage by clicking the link for the library. Now we're on the main landing page for the Dallas College libraries. And we will be going in and looking at some of these resources. I'll be demoing the catalog for you, and I'll be showing you some databases. But I wanted to just give you a quick brief overview of this website. Okay, I'm scrolling down, and we have a couple of boxes here where you can learn more about the library services and our policies and guidelines. And as you keep scrolling down in the gray box, we have links to some other resources for you. I want to show you the webinar schedule. So the librarians are conducting webinars, and you click that link, you can see what we have scheduled. We do webinars over different databases, um, how to locate specific resources. Here's something coming up for how to find peer-reviewed sources. Here's one that y'all might be interested in. This is coming up. Is that November 2nd? Um, this one is going to go over how to use the American History Online database. And that's a very helpful database for your history topics. And I will be demoing that database in a little bit. But if you want to learn more about it, you can sign up for the webinar. You just click the button to register, and then you'll get an email confirming your registration, and there'll be a link included. So you'll just click that link on that specific day and time to join, and it's all done virtually. Okay, but you can check out the calendar to see what other types of webinars we're doing. I'm going to go back to the library's homepage, and we scroll back down and keep going down. Further down, we have the visit a library. So we provide the information for each of the campuses. So I just popped open the Brookhaven library menu. It'll show you exactly what room they're located in, gives you their address and their phone numbers. If you need help from a librarian, you want to call the reference number. It tells you right here if you have homework questions or research help. Reference desk, it will get you in touch with a librarian. Circulation is the tells you right here if you want to check out books, renew anything, check on any kind of block you might have with the library, then you can call the circulation phone number. They go up, pop down mountain. There's mountain views. Okay, again, that's the campus I'm at. And where are our hours of operation? Let's see, are they listed here? They've changed our website a little bit, but where are our hours? Let me just check the Mountain View schedule. Don't see the hours. Well, we are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 8. And we are open on Fridays 8 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 2. So you can come in or you can get virtual help during the operating hours. And here's a link here on the bottom right to chat with a librarian. So I'll just demo that for you really quickly. If we need some assistance from a librarian, you can chat with us, put in your name, your address, your email address, and give us your question. And I'm just going to say, hello, this is a class demo. And you start your chat. And if we're open, then a librarian will be in touch with us here shortly, and you can chat and get help that way. And over on the right are some frequently asked questions. You can definitely check those out. Okay, looks like Mary has answered our chat, and she's saying, hello, Rosa, hello, class. Mary. So you can see how easy it is to chat with us online.
And that is something I love, Miss Rosa, is because that way students don't feel like they're completely alone, that they can always reach out to someone. I mean, I know I get a
Yeah.
ton of email, requests. Professor Green, where would I find, well, a certain source? Well, you guys have access to librarians who are professionals and specialize in this kind of thing, so you can always reach out to them and they will respond.
Yes, I mean, we're here to help. Okay, so any way we can assist you, virtually or in person, you can come in and meet with us. If you just want to chat with us here online, you saw how easy it was to reach out. And I'm going to go ahead and close up that chat. And you can always rate us on the chat. So I just wanted to show you really quickly that the chat's very simple to use. Okay, so I'm going back to the library's homepage. And I'm going to show you how to use the catalog. It says right here in the middle, it says search the library catalog. And you can do a search on a specific topic. You can search for a specific author, or if you want to find a specific book title, you can do a title search. So there's different searches you can conduct in here. I'm going to do a topic search for, well, you know what I can do? I'm going to do early Native American and see if what that gives me. You can try different search terms. I encourage you to try different search terms because you might yield different results. So right now I'm going to do early Native Americans and click my search button. And the catalog is searching 7 campus libraries because there are 7 campuses in Dallas College. So you're searching across all 7 campuses. It's also searching several different type of resources. So you're finding ebooks as well as physical books, articles from newspapers, magazines, and journals, any kind of electronic media. So it's searching across a wide variety of resources, and you can see how many results I've yielded here at the top, over 14,000 results. And these books that have come up in the middle here, they're books, but these are online books, and they give you a link. It says full text available. So these are all available online for you. And if you want to read any of these, I'm going to just click on the link for the second book listed called Early Encounters, Native Americans and Europeans in New England. And we have the chat you're available here. The librarians are asking if we need help. I'm going to say no thank you right now, but your chat tab is always there for you. Let me go back and see if I can get into this ebook. Click full text available. Okay, here's my book. I have options here to read it online. I'm going to click that. It opens up the book for us. You can read this here online. You can jump around to different chapters. If you look here on the left, I can go into different specific chapters. You have other tools available to you here on the top right menu. You can change the way you're viewing this. If you want to fit to the page, you can zoom in, zoom out. And what else do we have? We have a permalink. Permalink is if you want to grab that and save that, then it'll help you get back to this book. So you can copy the permalink. And you have a citation button here. So if you need a citation for this resource, the catalog will generate citations for you automatically. You have different citation styles available. You just locate the one that you need and copy and paste. And I do recommend that you just double check it against another source because it's not always 100% right. The citation generators might need a little editing. Okay, let me close that citation box. Okay, so that's an ebook that we just looked at. Okay, let me close that ebook because I don't have too many tabs open. It might slow me down. Okay, here we go. So I'm back in the catalog and we looked at an ebook. Now, if I wanted to find a physical book, I can use the column here on the left. It says Refine My Results. And under Resource Types, I'm going to click Books. So I'm adding a filter for books. And then I want to see the physical books that Mountain View campus has. You can choose any library that you want to look at, but I'm going to see what Mountain View has. So I'll click Mountain View. So now I've added filters for Mountain View campus and books. And then you can see my results. I've got 24 results that have come up. If I want to go find this book in the library, I know it says here in green, available at El Centro campus, main collection, and other locations, because I had filtered it down to Mountain View. So it just doesn't list every campus there, but if I click and other locations, then I can see El Centro does have a copy, Mountain View, we have a copy, and North Lake. We all three have copies of it. And you'll need, if you decide you want to come in and find this book, you will want to jot down the call number for the book. Okay, that's how we organize our books in the library. We're using the Library of Congress classification system, and each book has its own unique identifier, which is referred to as the call number. The call number for this book is here in parentheses, and it starts with the letter E. Okay, your call numbers are going to start with letters E230.S436 2014. So that's your call number. And then you go into the library and you locate the E section of the library and then start looking numerically. And any staff member, when you come in, can help direct you to where that book will be. So don't feel like you have to know. You just ask for help. Okay, we're all here to help. Okay, so that was a real quick little overview of the catalog. Let me see if I can get back to the library's homepage. Okay, back on the library's homepage. Now, underneath the catalog box is a big blue box with a lot of different resources in it. And the first one I want to talk about are the databases. So on the left-hand side, the column that says Research Tools, there's a link that says Dallas College Databases. I'm going to click that link. And this directs us to the main landing page for all the databases you have available through Dallas College. And these are available to you while you're currently enrolled as a student of Dallas College. So it doesn't matter what campus you're taking your class at, as long as it's a Dallas College campus, you have access to the databases. They're available to you 24/7. If you're off campus, okay, if you're at home or anywhere other than on a Dallas College campus and you're wanting to access a database, you will need to verify with your college credentials. It'll prompt you to input your college email address and your eConnect password, and then you're able to access the databases. Excuse me. Okay, so you have 107 databases available to you, and some databases are better to use for specific topics, and then there are some other databases that you can use for a wide range of topics. So they provide here this box in the upper left corner that says All Subjects. This is a way to help narrow down the best databases for a specific subject. So I click the downward pointing arrow and I can scroll my list. You can see all these different subjects. I'm looking for history from this list. So I see history and it's showing me there are 19 databases that they're recommending for history topics. Click that and now it's brought up the 19 that they're recommending for this topic. and I'm going to demo a few of these for you. And what the databases are, they are an electronic collection of resources. So you're going to find ebooks in here. You're going to find newspaper articles, magazine articles, academic journal articles. Okay. So I'm going to go into American History Online. So just click on the title to be directed into the database. Okay, here I'm inside the database. I have a search box here at the top. They give you, this first row, they feature some primary sources. So this is a good database if if you need to locate a primary source. When you scroll down, you can see they have maps, graphs, videos, and featured people.
And Miss Rosa, you're going to basically give them, or if you already have a
Mhm.
definition or clarification on the differences between primary and secondary sources, right?
Yes, we're gonna definitely talk about those in a few
Okay.
minutes. Yeah, yeah, we will definitely go into that. But remember, students, that this database does have some good primary sources for you, and we will talk about what they are in a few minutes. Thank you, Mr. Green. On this particular database, if you look to the right, they give you some other links. The browse resources box here is the first one. You can go check out, timelines. Let me click on timelines. Okay, they even have, let's see, I saw lots of different there's a Native American history timeline that might provide you with some information on your topic. Okay, so they have timeline. Let's see what else I wanted to point out here on the right. They have a topic center, and I'm still scrolling under this section called Multicultural America. They have a section on Native American history. So if I click that link, they're going to give me some articles on the history of Native Americans. So to open any of these, just click on the title. So I'm going to click on this first one that's coming up, Native Americans. Okay, so I can read this here online. And there is another option that's really helpful. So if you find an article and you want to save it so that you can refer back to it later, you can email it to yourself. So they give you lots of tools up here at the top. So there's a share button. So if you click share, you have the option of emailing this article to yourself. Okay, so that's a quick way of holding on to it. You also have a read aloud option if you want to have it read, and then your citation button. So anytime you do research and you find information in an article or a book or a website, anywhere you locate information, it's important to acknowledge that resource. So you'll need the citation. So the databases have these automatic citation generators, just like the catalog did. You have that same feature in the databases. So I click the citation button, and there's MLA to choose from, Chicago, Harvard, APA. Your professors will let you know what citation style you're using. And once you create your citation, then you're able to copy and paste that to your works cited page. And then, of course, double check and make sure everything's correct.
Now, guys, this is really really good, and this is sort of a little inside joke between me and Miss Rosa. When it comes to a research paper, this is your original work, right? This is in your own prose. However, this is the only thing that you are allowed to cut and paste onto your paper. These citations, right? This is great because it's already pretty much formatted for you. We typically use the MLA standard, and as Miss Rosa will elaborate on more, but no, you're supposed to write your paper and put it in your own wording. However, for your works cited page, and we're going to go through all this shortly when we walk our way through the paper topic, but this you can cut and paste onto your works cited page. It'll save you some time, and again,
Hmm.
you'll have the proper formatting for it. But everything else should be in your own words. Okay. I
Yes.
just want to make sure that,
Yeah.
that we have that little clarification.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Green. Yes. The citation generators are really great because they do save you a lot of time. save you a lot of stress, but you might need to make some tweaks to it. So you'll want to pull up a resource that you can use to make sure that it's correct, because MLA requires a hanging indent. This one is giving it to you all flush left, so we know we would have to make that adjustment. And on the library's homepage, we do have a link for citation help, so you can click in there and see examples and compare these citations, make sure everything's correct. But it's great to know that you've got that citation generator that'll get it for you quick and easy. Okay, there's my article I was looking at on Native Americans, and you've got your tools. Let me go back and see if there's anything else. Oh, I want to point out this database here at the top. Okay, you've got your search box. Right below your search box, you have a link that says curriculum tools, and this gives you a lot of good information. Um, Here it's talking about how to analyze a primary source. We might jump into that here in a minute. Um, but how to cite your sources, how to write a research paper. So this breaks it all down for you, from choosing your topic to writing your thesis statement and then doing your research. You go through and do your outline and your drafts and then your final version. So this is helpful information for you, especially since you're going to be writing an essay here pretty soon. Let's go look at the analyzing primary sources. Okay, so here is a really good explanation on what primary sources are and what secondary sources are. Excuse me. So a primary source is a first-hand account of an event. Okay, it says here it's an original document that was created by the person or the group who participated or witnessed that event. And they give you some examples. It's got here some historical documents, government documents, laws, letters, any kind of written records of oral traditions, photographs, art, the original art, drawings. So those are here's some speeches, oral histories, music. Okay, so primary sources, and then a secondary source is a second-hand account of an event. Okay, it tells you here secondary source is a work that comments on or explains or discusses an event. It's talking about a previous event that happened. And some examples of secondary sources include your textbooks, because your textbooks are all talking about past events. So your textbook is an example of secondary source, biographies, book reviews, criticisms, and of course, many encyclopedias. Okay, so you can go back in here and read this completely thoroughly to get a good understanding of secondary and primary sources. So I wanted to point out that you've got those other links here under curriculum tools, lots of other really good helpful information inside this database, which was called American History Online. Okay. And I'm going to go back to my landing page for my history databases. Remember, we had narrowed it down. I had 19, and I just showed you American History Online. I want to show you a couple of other ones because I want you to see that they are not all exactly the same. They have different publishers, so different publishers organize their databases differently. So I'm going to go into one here called Bibliography of Native North Americans. And you're going to see right away that this is a completely looking different database from the one that we just looked at, right? You've got a search box though here at the top, and then below you have ways you can limit your searches. It lets you, here on the right, you can limit by publication year. If you only want to go back a certain amount of years, you can set those date parameters. So I'm just going to leave that as is, and I'm going to do a search just for Native Americans. You can see you can choose any of these. It's starting to anticipate maybe what you're looking for. So just do, oh, it's good to do Native American culture. Got that one. We'll do that. Let it search. And here at the top, it's retrieved over 3,000 articles. In the left-hand side, you've got your refine column where again, you can limit the date range of your articles. You can limit by source types. Say I want to see only magazine articles, or if I want to just see journal articles. I'm just going to click journal, academic journal articles, and let it update. So now all these articles are coming from an academic journal. And the blue live links are the titles of the article. So I'm just going to jump into this one right here, number 4. If I click the title, when you do that, it gives you an abstract, a brief summary of the article. So when you have maybe sometimes thousands of articles to go through, you can just read the article abstract and decide if that article is going to be relevant or not for you. So it provides you an abstract. If I do want to read the entire article, here on the left, upper left, it provides me the full text article as a PDF file. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to load the article for us. We can read the article here online. If you look to the right, you have some icons, some other helpful tools. So you can print your article. There's your email button. Okay, you can email it to yourself and it will send the citation style along with it. Send the citation along with it, so you can send the article to yourself. Quick and easy way to save it. Make sure you have it to refer back to. The citation tool here and this tool column, it's under that folder on the right. I'm going to hover over that and click that little sheet of paper. And there's all my different citation styles. MLA is what we want. Here's my MLA citation, and you can see this one does have that hanging indent. Okay, first line is flush left. Any other lines after that are indented. So that's what it means by the flush, the hanging indent. Okay, so you got your citation generator. You also have a permalink, the last tool on the far right. The permalink is another way to save the article. If you want to save it and have it available later, if you click the permalink, copy and paste the permalink, then you'll be able to get back to the article. Okay, don't accidentally copy the browser link here at the very top. Okay, that's not going to get you back to the article, so make sure you're grabbing the permalink. Okay, in the upper left corner is a link that takes me back to my results, my result list. There's all my articles. Okay, let me close that database. Now I'm back on the landing page for all my history databases. I wanted to show you one more. There's another one here that provides ebooks. It's called Gale eBooks. And here's my search box. And if I do a search for Native Americans, there are several books here that have come up that you can go into. And all you do is to read one of these books. Again, just click the title. It'll take us into the book. Okay, so here's my chapters, which I can read here online. And you've got tools. Again, you have several tools here on the right. You've got your email button. You can download, print. The very far upper right, it'll give you your citation button. So there's your citation button. Send to link. We'll let you just email it or send it to Google Drive or OneDrive. And then your permalink is available as well. Okay. So I wanted to make sure that you could see that you have several databases available to you. They don't all look exactly the same, so you just have to get in there and start getting familiar with the different databases. But you have 19 that are going to help you for history topics. And if you're in this site for the databases and you need help, don't forget you can chat with a librarian. Okay. If there are any questions during when I'm presenting, you're more than welcome to ask.
And guys, of course, we do not expect you to remember all this stuff after just one setting. So again, the good thing is these this among the other sessions is being recorded in Microsoft Teams. So you guys will be able to review this pretty much at your leisure throughout the rest of the term. So again, and then you can always use that chat option to ask one of the librarians that's on staff. And again, it doesn't matter what campus that you consider your home campus. Miss Rosa and I just happen to be based at Mountain View, but I mean, these librarians are available to assist you whether you're at Eastfield or, Richland or, or you
Yes.
never.
Yeah. That's because when we did the chat, Mary picked up our chat, and Mary is over at, let's see, Mary is at, I think she's at Eastfield. So you don't know, you may not necessarily get a librarian from your home campus, but you're going to get a Dallas College librarian, and they're all knowledgeable, qualified, and want to help. So, utilize these sources and resources, and the librarians are a resource for you. Okay. What I did was go back to the library's homepage because I wanted to show you another resource. Let's go down to the blue box and again use my column on the left under research tools. I want to show you the guides, the research guides that are available to you. So I'm going to click the link for research guides, and that directs us to our research guide landing page. And right down the center, that middle column, are the guides available to you, and you can kind of see the different topics. These research guides were created by the Dallas College librarians, and what we did with these guides was compile relevant information on that particular subject and put it into one guide for you. So it's a great place to start your research. So let me show you the history guide. Okay, locate history, just click on it and it'll direct us right inside the history guide. There's our home page, and here on the right, explanations about primary and secondary sources. So again, we talk about that, give you examples of what those are. And then I'm navigating the guide by using these tabs at the top of the page. Okay, so I'm going to go to the Books tab. The catalog, we give you a direct link into the catalog. And we give you some sample searches. If you're searching, we've given you some ideas of what to search for, different topics. Over on the far right are links to ebook databases. So you have several ebook databases. We looked at Gale eBooks. Okay, we just saw that one, but it'll link you directly into that database. Okay, the next tab is for articles and databases. So we've identified databases for specific areas of history. So these on the left are general and world history databases, the middle American history, then on the right general databases, Texas history. So these again are direct links into a database, and you can see here right in the middle, we looked at American History Online, right? That was one that we just looked at. This will take you right into it. The next tab are some web resources. So all these websites have been academically approved. Librarians evaluated these for you and found them to be credible resources. So we gave you links to these because that's the thing about when you start just Googling out there on your own for information. Um, the web is full of a lot of good information, but there's always bad information too. So when you're doing work for your academic work and academic research, you want to make sure you're getting information from a credible, reliable source. So if you find something online that you want to use, you want to make sure that it's credible. So you want to really be very cautious about it and evaluate it. And the librarians are very happy to take a look at any website for you and help you decide if that's a credible source. But this page, we've already given you some websites that you can feel confident to use any of these. We give you a tab here at the top for citation help. So all about citations and why you want to cite. And then the tab that says related guides. This is going to link you to more history guides because when we became Dallas College, we combined all the different resources from all 7 campuses. Before this reorganization structure, each campus was its own college, and each of us were individually accredited. But now we've become one college. So we are one college with 7 campuses, but what that did was consolidate a lot of resources, which gives you even more information available to you. So you can go and check out what Brookhaven had in their history guide. They might have some different things available to you. So you can definitely go check theirs out. You can check out any of the campuses. I'll open up Mountain Views. That's where I am. I know this librarian, Lydia. She created this guide. So you can go in here and see she's got a page here, again, talking about primary and secondary sources. And she's giving you a short little video here to watch. But you have so many resources now available to you. And I know it might seem a little overwhelming, like, well, this is too much, and I don't even know where to start. Well, that's when you reach out to a librarian. Okay, we're here to guide you and help you navigate these resources. So don't feel overwhelmed. Don't feel like you're alone on this. You have help. There's several ways to reach out to a librarian. You can come in person and meet with us. You can call us. You can chat with us online. I made my way back to the library's homepage. A couple other things here in the blue box I would do want to mention. Here on the right, device loan program. So Dallas College is checking out laptops and hotspots. So if you are in need of any of those types of devices, come into the library and we have those available to you. Now I would call before coming in because they go really fast. So you want to call that campus and make sure they have some available for you. But we do have that available for a semester long checkout. I'm trying to see, there's your right in the middle, there's your information on how to cite a source. So if you want to double check the citations that you get from the databases, here's some links that you can go into and double check all that.
Miss Rosa, real quick, a great question came
Oh,
in
yes.
terms of would they be able to download this recording on eCampus or would it be available on the library web? Now, this recording is technically just, for our class. Now it does have an expiration date in Microsoft Teams. I think it's usually available for like a year or so.
Mm,
Um, and I don't I don't usually post this on Blackboard, but you guys have access to the link certainly for the duration of the semester, as long as you download the Microsoft Teams app either to your phone, your laptop. But yeah, I mean, the great thing is this is applicable and useful for any subject, not just history.
yes.
That's what I'm hoping you guys will. I wanted to include Miss Rosa um, at the start of our class because again, I've had students that eventually, counted on this to help with an English paper or even like I don't know, engineering class or something where they had to do some research. Um, but yeah, you can pretty much keep the link to this recording for at least a year. I know I just had some recordings from 2020 that just expired or something. So it should be good for at least the next semester for sure. So I just wanted to
Great.
pause to acknowledge
Oh, yes, of
that
course.
question. And somebody
Yes.
else is typing. I apologize to interrupt.
Oh, no,
I,
no, you're fine.
I think
Uh,
Nakia is
I encourage questions.
yeah, I mean, I have no problems. Again, this is not taking up class time. This is part of the class, and ask away, and especially if it's for Miss Rosa, because she's the expert here. Well, if I see another related question, I'll
Sure, thank you.
when I
Yes. And students, if you want to, reach out to me, since I don't know if you don't want to talk to a librarian, but like I said, they're all qualified, knowledgeable, and helpful. But if you do want to find me specifically, you can always call me at the Mountain View Library. I'm here Monday through Friday. So you can call here and just ask for Rosa. So be glad to talk to you and help you. But as Professor Green said, that the tools I'm showing you are for any class. I kind of tailored this specifically to history topics because that's what your class is for history. So I wanted to show you how to narrow down the databases to history databases. And I wanted to show you the research guide for your history. But you have research guides available for all your subjects. Okay, you've got the databases for all your other subjects. So these resources are all encompassing, help you with all your different classes. And if you just need help navigating them, that's where the librarians can come in. Let's see, I'm still on the library homepage. I think there was one other thing that I was going to point out here in the blue box. Let's see, how to log into library services. If you're off campus, again, I mentioned that if you are off campus and you're trying to get in to use a database, you have to put in your student email, your college email, so you input your ID number with the lowercase letter e in front of it, and then just do the rest of it at student.dccccd.edu, and then you'll put in your eConnect password so to get into anything. And then here at the bottom right is good tech support. If you're having any kind of technical issues, you can reach out to our tech support. Okay, let me just go back to the library's homepage and make sure we covered the most important things that I wanted to talk about today. Let's see. I think that was pretty much it. Are there any other questions?
Hi, y'all. I do have a question. My name's Nakia Hackett.
Hi,
Um,
Nakia.
I could not figure out the chat feature. So just to tack on to the previous question, I wanted to know if this content would be able to be downloaded externally to like a cloud or another device, so that way we can just hold on to it.
Professor Green, I'm going to yield that question to you. I don't really know.
You know what? I haven't tried that yet. That's a good question.
It is a good
In
question.
terms of whether or not you could, save it, in another format or another. Again, it's just right now I've only seen it used with Microsoft Teams, and I've yet to actually try to, cut and paste it or save it in like a PDF file or something. I mean, or something else. Um, I could ask one of my technology guys, or or if you
I
guys
was
are
going
ever
to,
on
yeah.
campus, you're welcome to do that. But I know it should you know be accessible for at least a couple of years. Because again, I've just now gotten notices. Miss Rosa and I have been working together since 2016, and we've been recording these since the COVID outbreak now,
Hmm.
a
Hmm.
couple of years, and I'm just now getting notification that some of those older recordings are being deleted. Because I guess they saved them. But that's a very valid question, and I'll have to ask one of my technology guys if it can be, downloaded into the cloud or saved in another format. But certainly between now and the end of the semester, or end of the school year and into next year, you should still have access to it. That's a good question. I'll
That is
look
a
into
really,
that.
yeah, that's a very good
Oh,
question.
are we talking about these videos or the material on the database on the PDF? If you're talking about this video, you can save it and upload it to your YouTube, or save it as a private. You can access it anytime that you want in terms of this video. But in terms of the PDF, you can always convert it into a different format in using the digital online, like so for example, PDF to docs or something like that. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure you can
wow.
download it.
Wow. So it sounds you have like a very technical person in the class,
I
Professor
love
Green,
it.
that can help you with that.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. That's great.
I'm a IT, so I'm actually in
Oh,
California
perfect.
right
Oh
now.
my gosh.
Hey, you know what? Could you do me a favor at some point? Can you put that in the chat? Um, if you don't mind, sir. And
Yeah,
that way people
I
can,
yeah, I would do that. I would do that.
and then that way folks can, cut and paste that or save that somewhere, and as a reminder of what they. Yeah, I mean, because all of our sessions are going to be recorded, but certainly this particular information, it will outlive or
Mhm.
you know be useful beyond this class. So that would be helpful if at, but at some point in time, either before the end of the day or before the end of the semester, put something like that in one of the chats so people can save it for their.
Yeah, I can do
Thank
that.
you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that I just, tech people are so appreciated because it's not my strength.
Oh, trust me. I'd still be using a rotary phone or something. Some of this technology stuff is just, like I said, when someone hacked into my LinkedIn account,
Um,
it just gave me a whole, it just made me a little bit more cynical about some technology. But I mean, I know it's very useful. But
yes, 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 and I appreciate the people who can figure it out for us. So that's great that
right.
you've got somebody in your class that can help. That's awesome.
Thank you.
So, are there any other questions about the library resources or anything I went over? And I know students, when you get your assignment and your topic, and you at that point you sit down and start working, that's when all the questions will start to come because you may not remember everything I just covered, and but then when those questions come when you need it, that's at that point, please find a librarian to get help. Okay,
Right.
that's what we're here for. That's what we all want to do. I'll make sure you get what you need so you can be successful in this class.
But the bottom line, guys, is I mean, we really want you guys to have fun with this topic and the other topics. And we want you guys to utilize some really great sources out there. You're gonna see there's diaries, I mean, there's all kinds of logs, there's just good firsthand accounts of some of these different events that have been preserved that you now have access to because you know they're out there. Um, and again, some of these these wikipedias and encyclopedia is something we used back in fifth grade and stuff. We're well beyond that, and you know this is just to help you understand where to find this stuff. So that's all.
Oh,
Anything else you want to share, Miss Rosa? Or this has been great.
good. Thank you. No, I appreciate again you taking the time and allowing the librarians to come into your class and speak to your students. And I just want to make sure that everybody knows that we have these great resources for you and you have help to navigate the resources. Okay.
I'm encouraging more professors to do this. I mean, seriously.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know. Do you get any calls from any other disciplines or I mean, I don't know, but
Yes, we've been very busy this semester. We've taught
good.
English and education courses and history, other history classes. Yeah, we've been very busy. That's great. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Perfect.
Well,
All,
everybody, thank you again for your time. Good luck with your class
all right.
and trying to stay dry today. I know it's
Yeah,
been going to be pouring all day long today.
great. Well,
Okay, y'all take care.
thank you so much, Miss
Thank
Rosa.
thank you, Mr. Green.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Awesome.